Happy Wednesday, everyone. This is Mrs. Dobbs. So go ahead and get your notebook out or go ahead and pull it up if you're doing a digital one and have that fiction novel ready. Our learning targets for today is I can continue to create a pressure map to identify the reasons for the things a character does and the ways he or she is. I can also reflect on the characters in the story again after I read the ending. And your essential questions are: what pressures might there be on this character? Do those pressures help me understand the character's actions and decisions? So, readers, today I want to teach you that characters have reasons for the things they do and the ways they are. It's helpful for a reader to ask, what pressures might there be on this character? Do those pressures help me understand the character's actions and decisions? So, we're truthfully just building off of what we started yesterday. I want to teach you that when you reach the ending of a book, because our goal is that you should be close to getting to the end of your book if you haven't already finished one, okay? So when you do get to the ending of a book, it is not unlike reaching the summit of a mountain climb. So pretend for a second that you're a mountain climber and you're trying to get to the top of that mountain. The ending of a book gives you a perspective. It's valuable to linger there, kind of hang out there for a while, and to look back on the trial you and the characters have traveled together, seeing the whole of it. So what I mean by this is, if I want you to pretend for a second that you are going out and you're going to climb the top of a mountain. That's a true journey and it's really hard work. When you get to the top of it, you don't want to just be like, cool, that was great. Let me get down now. You earned that. So you really want to soak up that view that you can see and really just spend some time meditating on what it took to get there and the paths you took and the lessons you've learned throughout this journey. It's the exact same when we're reading. This is a mountain that you're trying to get to the top of. And as you're reading through your book, you're going on this journey together with your characters. So when you get to the end, you don't want to just toss the book to the side, close the tab. You want to think about, okay, what's the view like after I finish this? What have I learned? How have these characters helped me grow? What was the point of this journey we just took together? So sometimes when we're reading, it can be really tricky terrain. There are streams, there are ravines. It's just like if you were climbing. If you look at this picture on the right, parts of it might be really easy, right? But if this gentleman wanted to keep going, he's going to have to go up some pretty steep cliffs. In the same way, when we look back over our novel from the perspective of the ending, new parts of the story might seem more significant than when we began. You might have some new insights into the characters in the story that may have been confusing when you first started. Just like when you start climbing a mountain, sometimes you don't know the next place that you should move your foot. The footwork can seem really tricky. It's really confusing, and it might feel like there's no way I'm going to get to the top. There's no way I'm going to finish this. But once you finish, it's a lot easier to look down, look back, and you can actually see all the steps you made. So that's why it's so important to actually think about a book at the end. Think about those tricky parts that you were jotting, the parts that didn't quite make sense. Do you now have a new perspective? Here are our goals for today. So we're going to continue reading and completing our Summative Pressure Chart Assignment in Canvas. As you're reading, I really want you focusing on the lenses of what are my What are my characters' less likable traits? What are pressures being put on my character? What are they, and how are they affecting the story? And as you're getting closer to the end of your book, be sure to go back and reread key parts of your book. This is a great opportunity. Go back, dive in, investigate it, add those page numbers to your chart, and really think about, what are those less likable traits of your character? What kind of pressure is your character feeling? Maybe certain characters in the book are doing things, wanting your character to do something. Maybe life events are happening and it's kind of changing everything for your character. And then how is this changing the story? Your goal is that you want to submit the Summative Pressure Chart Assignment in Canvas by Friday. And then I want you to be ready to discuss your book and your JOTS with me. So whether you're in class or you're remote learning, I'm going to start just meeting with you one-on-one just to discuss your book. So be ready to talk about it. Otherwise, happy reading today. And if you need any help with your Summative Pressure Chart, please let me know.